They usually take time to load. Yeah. Okay, now I will copy the URL here. Right? They usually take time. I'm going to tell you, copy the URL here. They usually copy. You have to take the mute. What's the mute? Inside here? Where's the mute? Take the mute. Where's the mute? Inside here? Okay. That do I actually move this to here? Yeah, we'll move this to here. That's right. Move to okay. Work? Yeah, really maybe. Okay, how about YouTube? Yeah, YouTube. Let's continue to good. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, this is done already, right? Okay. We don't need to any of those, right? Huh? Okay. Okay, now no even shake. What's happening? Hold on. Start from the new start. You say it's 8. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see how it goes first. Connection is sorry. Connection is it's clear? Yeah, it's very clear. Okay. This is YouTube, but this is YouTube. It's very clear. Okay. Two more. This is Facebook channel. Huh? What people want on where YouTube. Wait, where you see this? Okay. So, want to put this in webinar? Be in that group. Okay. There you go. The link. Okay. I'll do that later. Okay. Now. To watching. Hi, good morning, everybody. Well, it's good to join us for our webinar again. And thank you very much for the people actually watching YouTube and also in Facebook. We know that this is a weekend and it's really good that you actually watching our webinar. You really can help you. Now, the reason why I create this webinar is very important because a lot of people don't realize the fiber is so important to help you to control your blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol. And it's an easy thing to do. It doesn't cost you more. Actually, it's really good for your health, especially as you move on. You don't need medication, nothing. Now, let me share with you some of the very actual reason for some of the people that, hey, how come I need to take more fiber? Now, there was an elderly lady who's just 69 years old who come in to actually use our Lowsutea. But one of the things that she has was one, her blood sugar is high, her cholesterol, LDL cholesterol is high. Both of them is in a elevated level, and she's a pre-diabetic. Now, certainly with her tea, with our Lowsutea, is really helping her lower her blood sugar all the way down to under A1C, under 6.0 below. And it go up and down by, 5.7, 6.0 is how it goes. But one of the things that when she comes in, she have all that issue that she didn't realize fiber can help her. And basically she said, one, I have a lot of issue on my stomach, constipation, and she doesn't really eat a lot of fiber per se because she didn't know how. And all she does is just doing whatever her typical lifestyle, eat a lot of char siu, pork meat, and so forth. So understand that, that's her lifestyle. Okay. But after that, I said, hey, do you actually eat like some of the fibers, like a lot of salad? And so she said, salad? No, 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 I'm old. I don't eat salad anymore. I said, well, it's not raw meat, but vegetable, you should try that. And on top of that, you have a lot of constipation. You need to try that. So net result, she start moving to the pretty good direction. I start enjoying the salad that I proposed to her. And after that, she started getting avocado, getting more and more exciting, and different type of material add to her diet. And I think that's really cool because at the end of the day, she said, wow, I didn't realize this is so nice and so fun. Now, with the diet change, you know what? Another thing was help. It actually, besides drinking Lowsutea, lower blood sugar, lower bad cholesterol, and blood pressure. But with the diet change, one more thing significantly changed was her bowel movement. So after taking the additional lot of fibers and a lot of vegetable like lettuce, romaine lettuce, a lot of celery, some of the carrots that she eats, whatever, and avocado add onto it, and some beans and also blueberry. She felt that, wow, that is so amazing. The taste is good, and her bowel movement is no longer a constipation. And she said, with that, the constipation is substantially improved. And that's really exciting because what happened is that she was really every day is a struggle for her constipation. And she keeps saying, wow, it's so hard to get it out. And it's like, if you don't get it out, it's like a whole day feel weird that I want to get it out, but I couldn't get it out. And it's a very frustrating. And when you, before the diet change, her basically, and every day she has to sweat for her bowel movement. Now, certainly, this is another risk that you can have. You every day you can force your bowel movement. You can be serious problem. Can potentially has a so-called stroke because of the fact that you don't know how good your blood vessels that in your brain, right? So net result of that, she was really happy, and now she is continued exploring with a very much different diet, and she no longer take white bread anymore, only take wheat bread and so forth. So she will have a lot more fibers in her just the bread intake, the salad, and also all the additional fiber she take. She make her whole lifestyle change, make it really continue to be very, very good. Her change of her lifestyle to improve her blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. So I thought because of that, I think it would be great. I can further notify many of our end users through our webinar, tell them the benefit of fiber. So we will start our webinar today, and then I hope that you enjoyed it and get something really good. I make this usually very simple to understand, and everybody enjoy this webinar in a way that no difficult terms and so forth, so really easy to understand. So today our topic is really what is the powerful fiber, why it can help you to control your blood sugar, blood pressure, and your bad cholesterol. So we should start, okay? So today we'll give you some introduction we'll talk about, and we will give you the best type of fiber for your health so you can able to follow through. And how easy you can blend this fiber in your daily diet, like my old elderly lady friends. She is so lovely to say, wow, this is so great. And it's very simple, it's natural. It's just a very great strategy to give you better wellness and how Lowsutea can help you. And this is our today webinar. And I saw names here that I'm not familiarized with, so it's be great that I kind of get everybody to catch up. The 4 stage of diabetes. Well, before you get diabetic, usually start off with LDL, the bad cholesterol goes up. And after that, then it damaged the B cell coming out from the pancreas, which B cell takes sugar to the cells. So more B cell damaged sugars are not going to the cells, so the more sugar circulate in the bloodstream. Now the problem will start because what happened is the bad LDL cholesterol mixed with the sugar, your blood becomes thick. And that result, you're going to start forming plaque from all over the vessel wall, okay? And as time goes on, this plaques will form right here, so your space of your vessel become less and less, and your second stage come in. The blood pressure goes up. Now, at this stage, you have no sign and symptom, you same old lifestyle, and you're not going to see much difference with your body health. And this is some long time to build now. Your blood sugar goes up, and as time goes on, your blood pressure to a certain point that you will still 140, 150, you're not going to feel anything. And you will start moving toward yourself to stage 3, which is the pre-diabetic stage. Now, pre-diabetic stage, every doctor will measure the same old thing. It's called HbA1c. Everybody have a hemoglobin, and they measure the percentage of sugar attached to this hemoglobin. And it take a 3-month average, basically. Now, if you are, 5.7 and below, you are no person. If 5.7, 6, and 4, now you are pre-diabetic. And in all pre-diabetic, the doctor will say, hey, you're pre-diabetic now, you got to be, take care of yourself and start taking low-carb diet, low-fat diet, you have to exercise, lower your weight. Now, if they tell you that, unfortunately, all these go in, it basically pretty much come out. You have no incentive to really do a lot. So you usually go the same old, or you can do it, maybe change something within a month, but you don't follow through. Now, that's where Lowsutea really comes in to help you. At this stage, if you drink Lowsutea, it definitely helps you to lower blood sugar, blood cholesterol, bad cholesterol, and your blood pressure. Now, if you don't do anything, you know what? You'll be 2 to 3 years, you will convert yourself to stage 4, which is become a diabetic, 2 to 3 years. And that's all it does. And your A1C will go beyond 6.4. So all the time, you have to lower yourself. Your blood sugar, it has to go below 6.4 to be continued called pre-diabetic stage. Now, even though you are continue to become a diabetic, your record will be a diabetic. You can't reverse that. But your symptom, your A1C can, if you continue to drink Lowsutea, can brought you back down to below 6.4, sometimes 6, sometimes back to 5.7. That's really good. But you have to continue to do that because diabetes doesn't stop. It can only control. It doesn't heal. Doesn't make you to be really so-called cure. There's no cure. It's only can control. Now, I mentioned a lot of Lowsutea. Why Lowsutea work? Because Lowsutea has 2 things in there. It's called guava leaves, which help to delay absorption of sugar enter the blood cells, so you have less sugar in the blood cells. Less sugar into the blood vessels. And then the most important is you have bitter melon, which increase the insulin sensitivity and take sugar back to the cells. Now, when sugar back to the cell, you feel, you use, but the excess sugar, the beautiful thing is bitter melon is they will dump the excess sugar through the urine, and they also dump the LDL cholesterol through urine, and also dump salt. And when that dump the salt, the blood pressure comes down, plus they will do detox. So really, Lowsutea can be a very natural way to help you to get rid of the sugar, bad cholesterol, and dumb salt, so you get lower blood pressure. So net result, your 3 high will be come down. Now, also, we really don't want to just get you to drink tea, because that is not the only thing. You need to change your lifestyle, your daily diet. So besides drinking Lowsutea, we teach you how to do from your low carb diet, low fat diet, and also the high fiber diet, which we'll talk about today, and how to do exercise, 8 to 10,000 steps a day, and also weight control. Lower your BMI from 30 on, whatever, all the way to 23. And then you listen to free webinar every week. We'll give you a free webinar, no charge, and you also have a total of over 370 webinar. You can look back. Is on YouTube. Just at YouTube, you look for CTSEASTS Lowsutea LOWSUTEA/video. Is CTTEASLOWSUTEA/video. So look at that, and you can review all the YouTube that we have placed in there, that 370. You can look at the index and tell you about how to measure blood sugar, dieting, exercising, how to track the blood sugar. All that will be there. And basically, many of us follow our regime. The A1C is high as 10% plus, they will drop it down to 5.7. We saw many of the cases already. So it's really wonderful. People lower the A1C to lower 5.7. So really, at the end of the day, what is fiber? Does it really can help you? Now, fiber is really a natural regulator. Fiber work natural to your body, keep your balance running very smoothly. With fiber, your bowel movement is better, your your blood sugar is better, your blood pressure is better, your cholesterol is better. Wow, that's really good. It's a natural thing because it's a plant's food to help you to work on your body, especially a plant food you can digest. That's really good, but it's dumped out. But on the other hand, they get all the benefit out of that. So it's like an internal broom, like a sweeper broom, and a sponge up all the stuff that get it out to the body. And it's not a medicine, it's just healthy lifestyle. It's a diet to help you. And I tell you this later on, you will say, you mean this is like a sponge and a broom and ship things out? Naturally, absolutely is. It's really good. So there are 2 types of fiber which you need to know of. One is called a cellular soluble fiber, meaning that fiber dissolve in water. Okay, soluble fiber is like a sponge that help you to manage your blood sugar and the cholesterol. Soak it up and throw it away. Insoluble fiber is like a broom, sweeping. Is and on the bulk on the stool, where when my old lady friend who have difficulty and bowel movement, it add the bulk to the stool, and so that way she had no more constipation, easy to pushing out, and so net result, all the stuff that not good, it can use a broom, it's just sweep it out through his bowel movement. So both are very important over health benefit for you to continue to absorb, using fiber as a natural sort of cleaning machines, if you will. And that's true, and it really works. So how the fiber basically help to work with your blood sugar spike. Now, soluble fiber, meaning fiber can be dissolved, actually slow down the sugar absorption. That's how it works. Slow down the sugar absorption. So I will call it just a sponge, like a soluble fiber. It slows down the quick sugar absorption, so it doesn't go into the bloodstream. It slow it down, okay? And because less sugar into the bloodstream, you have no more spike and crash, sugar crash, meaning that your energy lasts throughout the day. No more sudden it went up and I feel real tired after that. And really help your diabetic or pre-diabetic patient to better balance, monitor the blood sugar. And it really works because If you have continuous sugar spike and come back down, that's not good for you. So you want to have sugar is continue slowly rise and slowly coming down, but not to go up and go down. And that will call crashing of sugar. It's not good, okay? So sugar with a soluble fiber is like a sponge, slowly absorb your sugar into the bloodstream. That is how it works, okay? Now, the next one is how does fiber help to lower your blood pressure? Okay, we talk about lower blood sugar now. Now go with fiber. As you know, the fiber-rich food are packed with all the nutrients. It's called potassium and also magnesium. Now, this nutrient, very important, it relaxes the blood vessels. So when your blood vessel relax, then you know what? Your blood pressure come down because it doesn't get hardened and then hard to move up, so blood pressure go up, right? So relax the blood pressure wall, and it balances the sodium in your body, as that's important. So as I said, like Lowsutea, it dump out your sodium. So if you have less sodium, the blood pressure will lessly go up, okay? Now, fiber-rich diet also support a healthy weight, which is a key factor to maintain your normal blood sugar. Because you're over heavy, your blood pressure is going to go up. Your blood pressure, if too heavy, that's why you need to continue strive to look less 10% of your weight. So you lower your blood sugar and also lower your blood pressure. So the whole body will be better because your heart will be less stressed and your blood sugar will less high. Your weight will be lower. You walk easier, better for a joint, all that. So the body is going to be really happy for you because, hey, now I'm not overly stressed. Okay, so also fiber is also get rid of your bad cholesterol, which is the LDL cholesterol. Now, that is using the soluble fiber, which is called a sponge, which bind the LDL, the bad cholesterol, and then they get into the digestive system and dump that out, okay? So instead of absorbing it in the bloodstream and the cholesterol carried throughout your body and forming plaques everywhere, block up your artery and your vessels, that's not good. So it really, the fiber act like a cleanup crew, people to help you clean up, it clean up your arteries. That's wonderful. It help you to clean up your arteries throughout your body. Isn't that great? And that is something that is really can help you. So what is soluble fiber food will be like oats, barley, beans, lentil. So soak up all these, good stuff and better digestion. Now, then also you have fruits like apple, orange, pears, strawberry, guava. All these are good soluble fiber. And also you have veggie like carrots, broccoli, sweet potatoes, chia, and flax seed. All these are called soluble fibers. Now again, this is stuff that help you on the blood sugar and also help you on bad cholesterol. So you need to continue to eat more of those, okay? So really the body soup is good for you, okay? And you eat more apple is good for you. So this is truly a wonderful product. Now, then you have the insoluble fiber food, which is meaning it's difficult to absorb in water, dissolve in water. So it might be like the whole wheat bread, brown rice, popcorn, and also nut seed with the skin, especially with the skin. Veggie will be cauliflower, green beans, leafy green vegetables, celery, bitter melon. And then you have fruit skins like apple and pears. So all those stuff are insoluble fibers. And that is really good for this is like clean up your gut. And then you need to have soluble fibers. Now, so give you some example of fiber that boost your whole health, really. Instead of eating white bread now or white rice, white bread or white rice, don't try to eat that, but eat whole wheat bread or brown rice or red rice or quinoa. Okay, so this is something really can help you on your gut health. Okay, now Also, instead of sugar is cereal. Now, as you know, if you people from America, you realize every year you eat 50 pounds of sugar because of cereal. It's just the cereal alone, because you eat the cereal is very sweet. So with that, you eat oatmeal, bran flakes, and berries. So all these things are non-sugary cereal that definitely help you. So instead of eating potato chips, you can do a handful of nuts or eating an apple with the skin together. Now that is really healthy. The apple skin definitely help you. And instead of drinking juice, you eat the whole fruit, the fruit with the skin and all that. Again, that will help you. All these are whole fiber that can continue to improve your daily health. Okay. So in a daily meal, what do you do? In breakfast, eat oatmeal made with raw oats, a handful of berries, spoonful of chai seeds. And lunch, you can say a high, large salad. My lady friend who took salad leaves now. She doesn't eat salad before, but now she truly enjoys salad with chopped vegetable, whole grain roll on the side. And so she really enjoyed her salad now with romaine lettuce, some of the beans add on to it, and also with avocado. Wow, she said this is really make her life so much better nowadays. And at dinner, she eat grilled fish, chicken, and with steamed broccoli, and also she eat brown rice. So it's really good. And snack, you get apple, tablespoon peanut butter, for example. So again, you can have all kind of fiber meal, and you want more of that. Look up in the internet. There's all kind of things suggest you, and things will not be so boring. And she is now so wonderful and appreciate what she got from her because she learned about it now, she really go for it. And she said, life is so much better because she said, I don't eat salad. And now she ate salad. Wow, it's so good. And her bowel movement is so good. Now, a lot of time when you try all these, especially like my old lady friend, she said, I don't want to do this because she never had that much experience and now she tried, but it can be start slowly. You don't have to do it right away with a lot of high fiber food just in a few days. It takes slowly, bit by bit. And so she started 1 week, tried this, and then she wait, and then another week, tried another. So it took weeks for her to get used to the real nice salad. And she asked her maid and her daughter help her to prepare some of these stuff. And as time goes on, she was really getting to be creative. It even take some nuts in there, like almond nuts in a salad. She said, "Wow, this is so amazing." The important thing also, she drink plenty of water, but she don't just drink water. She drink Lowsutea. So she drank about 6 to 8 cups of Lowsutea, which is equivalent to 1,500 cc, not 2 liter. She said, I can't take 2 liters. So she take 1,500 cc. In other words, 750 ml per one bag of Lowsutea and then 700 ml with the other bag of Lowsutea and spread it out. So she drank a lot of fluid. And with the Lowsutea, really help and get her to be tasty, not just water. She said water doesn't taste that good. And then all these fiber will absorb the water and also need the fiber and the water get together to form bulk to help you smoothly get it out of your bowel. And also you have a lot of fluid to dump all your sugar, cholesterol, and your salt out the urine. And so net result, all the bad stuff will be dumped out. And so net results, you feel a lot better because fibers are now having her to clean up a lot of bad stuff with cholesterol and decrease the blood sugar. Now, you can, when you go to buy, you need to look at the label and you need to check how much fiber you have on each of the product. It does show you what is the fiber. And a good solid fiber, you should have at least 3 grams per serving. So an excellent shot at 5 grams per serving. So really, at the end of the day, you can see that the more, the better. So a whole grain is like, for example, whole grain bread, you have a lot of good fibers in cereal. So they would tell you. So check that out under the label. So it's good to do that. And other benefit for fiber is also it feed out the gut bacteria. As you know, our gut has a lot of called normal flora, normal bacteria. It help you to digest, help help you all sort of way to you have to normal farm to and your gut to process all the food, and that result you will basically also the bowel movement. So it really at the end of the day, all the fiber it give you the early feel full. In other words, you won't overeat because the fiber when it's like accumulate more fiber, you will say, I feel full very quickly. And that is good because you now overeat, and it also support your excuse me. Excuse me, I got a little allergy there. But it does support your regular digestion and also lower risk of certain disease. So you need the fiber to really move your bowel. So it's very important. And that result because the fiber you get feel much more faster and you won't overeat so you don't overgain weight. Isn't that wonderful? Now, some of the other superstar on fiber is really guava. The guava, a single medium guava has about 55 grams of you know fiber. I mean dietary five of sorry, 55 gram of guava has contained about 3 grams of dietary fibers. And it provides both soluble and insoluble fiber for you. So even though a guava, which is a 55-gram guava, you have 3 grams of dietary fiber to help you. Now in the diet, in other food, you can also see a lot of dietary fiber at 3 grams. So those are really wonderful to make sure you check out on your package. Now, why you want to do that? Because when you have high fiber content, which is soluble fiber, which is the guava, help you to slow down absorption of the sugar. Remember in the first few slides, I said guava help you to delay the absorption of sugar into the gut, so you don't have high blood sugar raised in the blood vessels. So this is a really excellent fruit if you eat it or you drink Lowsutea. Can same thing help you. It give you a managing diet. Now also it can help you for your cholesterol because it bind the cholesterol in the gut and help you to remove that out of the body. Wow, you have double whammer. So you have lower your blood sugar and it dump off your cholesterol through the gut. And also there's some insoluble fiber in there. So it add bulk to the stool and help you prevent the constipation. So that's why we choose guava leaves for our Lowsutea and the bitter melon. So guava is a wonderful fiber superstar. Now we talk about bitter melon because that's what Lowsutea make up, right? Bitter melon is a pack of fibers vegetable. First of all, if you eat 1 cup of bitter melon, about 94 grams, raw bitter melon, it contains 2.5 grams of dietary fiber. And it has mixed soluble and insoluble fiber. Why bitter melon is really good? Because where bitter melon truly is contain a compound that is help you to basically have anti-diabetic property, which lower blood sugar level by increase the insulin sensitivity and get the sugar back to the cells. So that resulted your blood sugar get to the cell that you had feel energy to use it rather than circulating the blood vessel. That is so important. So bitter melon truly a magic food. The wonderful thing is bitter melon also, if you have excess sugar, excess cholesterol, and excess salt, it do not reabsorb in the body. It dumped it off in urine. So net result, your 3 high come down. And the fiber, if you eat raw bitter melon, It's also help you to improve your digestion and also help you to better bowel movement and basically very nice to have that bitter melon. And also it give you not a high calorie item. You have rich of vitamin C, vitamin A, and folate. So all that are good stuff on bitter melon. And that's why we have bitter melon and guava as a drink for you. Now, doing all that, that's why Lowsutea is really helpful because it does lower your three high, your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. And once you get that done, your three high, if your high blood pressure, high blood sugar come down, and blood cholesterol come down, you know what? You most likely, you have many of the risks are taken care of the body, of diabetic complication. You'll be pretty much very healthy. But certainly, this have to continue to monitor and change. You have to continue to change your lifestyle. You have to, basically, you still got to drink Lowsutea. You have to low-fat diet, low-carb diet. You have to exercise, lower your weight. Those are really a life mission for you from now on, to control your diabetes, because you are not going to get well. You only can control. But at least we have Lowsutea to help you lower your three high. And that is so important. Now, with that in mind, we will continue to go down. And basically, now you have better lifestyle, better dieting through using the better fiber. So now will be a simple fiber, very powerful, support your blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol every day, naturally. It's not a drug. It's a food intake. It's like a guy inside your body doing all the sweeping, sponging to clean up our artery and vessels. Isn't that wonderful? And that will, for especially for people who are diabetic, pre-diabetic, fiber basically give you a steady blood sugar, manage your whole body much more easier, and lower your cholesterol, and also lower blood pressure. Now, this is a small step to take, especially just adding fruits, vegetables, and whole grain, and basically through your whole diet changing in such a thing, adding more fiber, it give you healthy over time. And fiber is a lasting health strategy. You keep your heart strong, keep your digestion smooth, meaning better bowel movement, and your energy will steady because you don't have spike blood sugar. The sugar continue to last longer. So when you give fiber, you basically give you a better health to yourself with balanced energy and long-term health. Isn't that good? It's easy. It's just basically add more fiber to your diet. So now I gave you some very good secret to help you. Let's do it. And I know you can. So thank you very much for listening to our webinar today. If you have any question, do write to us, Andy, ANDY, at WAHFONG.com. Or WhatsApp us, 852-6792-8891. So all these will give you a good understanding what is fiber all about. And I think after you listen to the lecture, I know you're going to go out today to start getting more fiber in diet, including a good, healthy salad for lunch, dinner, half the plate are all vegetable, a little bit fish, and brown rice, not white rice. All right. Thank you again. Take care. I hope to see you soon next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Good to see you.